Hello friends, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Rasia's Family Max. So let's move to the complete note detailing of chapter 1 of class 9, matter in our surroundings. Okay, matter. Anything that occupies space and has both mass and volume is called matter. For example, chair, bed, a river, mountain, dog, tree, building, etc. According to early Indian and ancient Greek philosophers, it exists in the form of five basic elements, the Panchatattva: air, earth, fire, sky, and water. Nowadays, scientists evolved two types of classification of matter: physical properties and chemical nature. Physical nature of matter and their characteristics. Matter is made up of particles called atoms that are too small so that they cannot be seen by naked eyes or simple microscope. Particles of matter have space between them. Particles of matter are continuously moving as they possess kinetic energy. With the increase of temperature, kinetic energy of particles also increases, so particles move faster. Particles of matter attract each other because of force of attraction whose strength varies from one kind of matter to another. Diffusion. Particles of matter intermix on their own with each other by getting into the spaces between the particles. This intermixing of particles of two different types of matter on their own is called diffusion. Now we are going to discuss about states of matter. Matter around us exists in three different states: solids, liquids and gases. Solids, liquid and gas. Solids have fixed shape and definite volume, where liquids have fixed volume but not definite shape. They take the shape of the container in which they are kept. Gases has no fixed shape and volume. The force of attraction of particles in solids is strong, where the force of attraction between particles is less strong in liquids, and the force of attraction between the particles is negligible in the case of gases. The constituent particles are very closely packed in solids. Constituent particles are less closely packed in liquids, and constituent particles are far apart from each other in gas. In solids, particles have low kinetic energy. In liquids, the kinetic energy between particles is more than that in solids, and in the case of gases, particles have maximum kinetic energy. Solids have high density and cannot be diffused, and the density is lower than solids and can diffuse in the case of liquids, and density is least and can easily diffuse in the case of gases. Solids are incompressible, liquids are almost incompressible, but gases are highly compressible. Okay, solids cannot flow, but liquids can flow from higher to lower level, and gases can flow in all directions. So let's move to the questions asked from the previous discussed section. Question number 1. A rubber band is a solid, but it can change its shape on stretching. Justify. Answer is, a rubber band changes shape under force but regains the same shape when the force is removed. If excessive force is applied, it breaks. Question number 2. Sugar and salt are solids, but when kept in different jars, take the shape of the jar. Justify. The shape of each individual sugar or salt crystal remains fixed whether we take it in our hand, put it in a plate or in a jar. Question 3. A sponge is a solid, yet we are able to compress it. Justify. A sponge has minute holes in which air is trapped. When we press it, the air is expelled out and we are able to compress it. Question number 4. How diffusion of gases helps in the survival of aquatic plants and animals? Atmospheric gases, especially oxygen and carbon dioxide, which are essential for the survival of aquatic plants and animals, get diffused and dissolved in water so that they can breathe under water. Question number 5. The rate of diffusion of liquids is higher than that of solids. Why? The answer is, the rate of diffusion of liquids is higher than that of solids. This is due to the fact that In the liquid state, particles move freely and have greater space between each other as compared to particles in the solid state. Question number 6. Comment on the compressibility of gases. The answer is gases are highly compressible as compared to solids and liquids, due to which larger volume of a gas can be compressed into small cylinder and transported easily. For example, LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, oxygen cylinders of hospitals, CNG, compressed natural gas. Question number 7. How does the smell of food being cooked in the kitchen reaches us even from a considerable distance? The answer is due to high speed of particles and large spaces between them, gases show the property of diffusing very fast into other gases. So the particles of aroma of food mix with the moving particles of air in the kitchen, and thus the smell of hot cooked food reaches our nostrils in seconds. Question number 8. A gas fills completely the vessels in which it is kept. Give reason. Gases have a negligible intermolecular force of attraction between the particles. Okay. The random motion of particles in all the directions is experienced in the vessel. Hence, a gas fills completely the vessel in which it is kept. Question number 9. A gas exerts the pressure on the walls of the container. Give reason. In the gaseous state, the particles move about randomly at high speed. Due to this random movement, the particles hit each other and also the walls of the container. The pressure exerted by the gas is because of this force exerted by gas particles per unit area on the walls of the container. Question number 10. A wooden table should be a solid. Give reason. Answer is, as the wooden table acquires all the characteristics of a solid, that is definite shape, fixed volume, least intermolecular space, strong force of attraction, rigidity, etc., it should be called a solid. Question number 11. Liquids generally have lower density as compared to solids, but ice floats on water. Give reason. The answer is, though ice is a solid, it has large amount of space between its molecules. These spaces are larger as compared to spaces in water molecules. Thus, the volume of ice is greater than water. A substance with low density than water can float on it. Change of state of matter. Physical state of matter can be interconverted into each other by the following two ways: by changing the temperature and by changing the pressure. Effect of change of temperature. Solid to liquid. On increasing the temperature of solids, the kinetic energy of particles increases, due to which the particles start vibrating with greater speed and the energy supplied by heat overcomes the forces of attraction between the particles, thereby solid melts and get converted into liquid. Melting or fusion. Change of solid state of substance into liquid. Melting point. The temperature at which a solid melts to become a liquid at the atmospheric pressure. The melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius or 273.16 Kelvin. Liquid to gas. On heating a liquid like water, it reaches its melting point and acquires sufficient kinetic energy to overcome the forces of attraction holding them together and separate into individual particles, and thus causing the liquid to change to a gas. Boiling. The change of a liquid substance into gas on heating is called boiling. Boiling point. The temperature at which a liquid boils and changes rapidly into a gas at the atmospheric pressure is called its boiling point. Boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius or 373 Kelvin. Gas to liquid. On cooling a gas like steam, the kinetic energy of its particles is lowered down, causing them to move slowly and bringing them closer, forming a liquid. Condensation. The process in which a gas on cooling turns into a liquid at a specific temperature is called condensation or liquefaction. Liquid to solid. When a liquid is cooled down by lowering its temperature, its particles lose the kinetic energy and come to a stationary position, causing the liquid to turn to solid. Freezing. The change of a liquid substance into solid by lowering its temperature is called freezing. Freezing point. The temperature at which the state of a substance changes from a liquid to a solid is called freezing point of that substance. Latent heat. The heat which is supplied to change the state of substance without rising the temperature of the substance. Latent heat of fusion. It is the amount of heat energy that is required to change 1 kilogram of a solid into liquid at atmospheric pressure at its melting point. Latent heat of vaporization. It is the amount of heat energy that is required to change 1 kilogram of a liquid into gas at atmospheric pressure at its boiling point. Sublimation. The transition of a substance directly from its solid phase to gaseous phase without changing into liquid phase is called sublimation. Question number 12. Why the temperature of ice does not rise even after heating? When heat is applied to ice, it starts melting, but temperature does not rise even after continuous supply of heat until all ice melts. This is because the extra heat supplied is used in melting of ice, which is called latent heat of fusion. Question number 13. What produces more severe burns, boiling water or steam? Steam will produce more severe burns than boiling water because steam, that is water vapor at 100 degrees Celsius, has more heat energy than water due to its latent heat of vaporization. Question number 14. Naphthalene balls disappear with time without leaving any solid. Give reason. Naphthalene undergoes sublimation easily. That is the change of state of naphthalene from solid to gas without the intervention of the liquid state. Thus, naphthalene balls keep on forming naphthalene vapors which disappear into the air with time without leaving any solid. Effect of change of pressure. Gas to liquid. Gases can be liquefied by applying pressure and reducing the temperature. When a high pressure is applied to a gas, it gets compressed, and if the temperature is lowered, the gas is liquefied. Question number 15. Solid carbon dioxide is stored under high pressure. Why? Solid carbon dioxide gets converted directly to gaseous state on decrease of pressure to 1 atmosphere without coming into liquid state. This is the reason that solid carbon dioxide is also known as dry ice. It is due to the low pressure and high atmospheric temperature. Solid carbon dioxide is an extremely cold substance. It is used to deep freeze food and keep ice cream cold. Evaporation. The process of conversion of a substance from the liquid state to the gaseous state at any temperature below its boiling point is called evaporation or vaporization. Factors affecting the rate of evaporation. Surface area. The rate of evaporation increases on increasing the surface area of the liquid. Temperature. The rate of evaporation increases with an increase in temperature. Humidity. Decrease in the humidity increases the rate of evaporation. Wind speed. An increase in the wind speed increases the rate of evaporation. Question number 16. Why do we spread out clothes for drying? Wet clothes dry faster when we spread them out as water from their surface evaporate faster. The rate of evaporation of a liquid is dependent on the surface area. The more is the exposure of the surface, the greater is its evaporation. Question number 17. Clothes dry faster on a windy day. Why? Evaporation increases with increase in wind speed. With the increase in wind speed, the particles of water vapor move away with the wind, decreasing the amount of water vapor in the surrounding. Hence, clothes dry faster on a windy day. Evaporation causes cooling. During the process of evaporation, the particles of liquid absorb energy or latent heat of vaporization from the surrounding to get converted to gaseous state. This absorption of energy from the surroundings makes the surroundings cold. Question number 18. Why do our palm feel cold when we put some acetone on our palm? The molecules of acetone gain energy from your palm to overcome the force of attraction between the particles and it evaporates quickly. As these particles gain heat from palm or surroundings, then it gives cooling effect. Question number 19. After a hot sunny day, people sprinkle water on the roof on an or on an open ground. Evaporation causes cooling because of latent heat of vaporization. So when water is sprinkled on the hot roof or an open ground after a hot sunny day, it evaporates, thus decreasing the temperature of the surroundings. Question number 20. Give examples from daily life where we can feel the effect of cooling due to evaporation. Doctors advise patients with fever to keep a wet cloth on their forehead. Wearing cotton clothes in summer days to keep the body cool and comfortable. When tea is poured into a saucer, it becomes cool. In summer seasons, the water kept in an earthen pot becomes cool. Question number 21. Why should we wear cotton clothes in summer? We sweat more in the summer session. Cotton is a strong water absorber, helps to absorb the sweat and introduce to the environment of evaporation. Our body takes out heat as the sweat evaporates from our body. Therefore, our body loses heat and is cool. Question number 22. Why do we see water droplets on the outer surface of a glass containing ice cold water? The water vapor present in air on coming in contact with the cold glass of water loses energy and gets converted to the liquid state, which we see as water droplets. This is called condensation. Question number 23. Why does a desert cooler cool better on a hot, dry day? The water, when evaporated from a desert cooler, absorbs energy from the surroundings for compensating the loss of energy during evaporation, making the surrounding cool. Evaporation is inversely proportional to humidity, so on a hot, dry day, the evaporation is more, so the surrounding is more cool. Question number 24. Water stored in earthen pots become cool in summer. Why? Earthen pots has many small holes. Water seeps out through them and evaporates from the surface of the pot. The energy needed for evaporation is taken from the water kept in the earthen pot. As a result, water kept in earthen pot becomes cool. Question number 25. Why are we able to sip hot tea or milk faster from a saucer rather than a cup? A liquid has a larger surface area in a saucer than in a cup. One of the factors affecting evaporation is surface area. Larger is the surface area, more is the evaporation. Thus, evaporation is faster in a saucer, causing more cooling than in a cup. For this reason, we are able to sip hot tea or milk faster from a saucer than a cup. Question number 26. What type of clothes should we wear in summer? During summer, we should wear light colored cotton clothes. The 5 states of matter. Scientists has discovered that there are 2 more states of matter, plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. Plasma. It is a state of matter in which all the particles are super excited and super energetic. They are in the form of ionized gases. Fluorescent tubes and neon light bulbs consist of plasma. The neon bulbs contain neon gas and there is another gas such as helium in the fluorescent tube. As electricity is passed in the tube or the bulb, these gases get ionized and this creates a plasma inside them that glows. In fact, the sun and the stars glow because they have plasma present in them. Bose-Einstein condensate or BEC. It is a 5th state of matter discovered by Albert Einstein on the basis of the studies conducted by an Indian scientist Satyendra Nath Bose. BEC is formed by condensing gases of extremely low densities to much lower temperatures.